Yes, hi guys, this is Prisco. I would love to use this time to welcome you back again to this YouTube channel where we are going to learn about issues about Excel. We have learned about the key terminologies that are used in Excel. To finish Excel, we are left with some of the errors that are really found on Microsoft Excel, and definitely we see how do we go with the report card. In this video, we are going to see how do we prepare report cards. Mind you, in some years back, we normally face problem with the teachers. They used to write a lot of things on the blackboards, 5 blackboards at a go, to keep tallying the marks and the results for their respective pupils or students to see who takes position 1, who takes position 2, like that, which is so hectic and tiresome. But with the introduction of ICT, it has simplified work. This is how it has simplified work. Just subscribe to the channel, you'll keep getting more videos of this nature and watch a lot of things. First of all, let's open packages, in this case Microsoft Excel. This is what we are opening. Yes, so in the process of opening Excel of this nature, now you start planning on what you want to do in the report cards. Definitely you should have names of your candidates or your student or your pupils. You have the subject. In this case, let's take on pupils. The subject, you have this SST, you should know the marks, science, English and mathematics. This is now what we have. Now in the names, maybe this one is Okello Brian is the first candidate here. I hope you Kizito. I have one boy. One, maybe Dan. And the last, let's gender balance. We put a certain girl there. This should be a pure Vicky, something of that nature. Now if you have everything in place like this, we come to their marks. We're just going to assume marks that really the pupils have gotten in the respective subjects that they're doing. Putting this one 50, 45, 70, 38, just something of that nature. Yes. Finally, this Vicky having good marks. See? She's down because of now this IC. Now let's make for 5 people so that we can see the changes that will come. So here is a woman. Mariam, definitely that. So that here we have this, yeah. Now you can even see if you're preparing report cards, if you have all the marks of the student or the pupils all together, should consider the fact that there is what we call as this total marks that should appear in the report cards. So if the total marks is appearing in the report cards, should have the average marks of the pupils Now if you have the average marks in place, you can also have from here. Now we can come to position, that is their position now, and then we comment. We come to now comments. Are they promoted to the next class or not? Assuming this one are now for primary 5 pupils, so in the comments we will have either promoted to P6 or repeat P5. So what are the kind of functions that we use? We talked about all these terminologies. Now we're just dealing with it in action. Now in total marks, what function do you use? Like for the first one, that is Okello Brian has got an SST 50, Science 45, English 70, and Math 38. So always the function that we're using really, and the formula that we have to make here should start with equal sign. You want to know the total marks, which is the summation of all these. Total marks, now sum, that is what we have. Total marks, sum of this B2 to what? This E2. That is what we have. Therefore you press enter. The total marks now come to be 203. You should not be necessarily doing the same thing, going to say here equal sign what. You are wasting time. Just come to total marks here, drag this. If you see that sign, the cross sign, just bring it down systematically like this. You see what you have performed in the first one applies now to all. The same applies here. You go to average, say equal sign average. You want to know now the average. Which average? From B2 now to E2. That is it. Close the bracket, press enter. 50.75. that is his average marks. If you come here, you drag it down. The same what applies. Now if you come to position, we should be very lenient here, because you should rank depending on the marks, the total marks that they are having. Are we there? In this case, you are trying to look at within the class of 6 or 5, who is in position 1, who is in position 2, who is in position 3. So we use this, say equal signs, say rank. You are ranking now the total marks, who takes it all. You put this. So we are going to rank the total marks, that is F2, comma. Now here we put this sign, we are calling it as $F, $F. You can really see that. $2, $2. That is what we have. 2 now. Where is the cell ending? The active cell is, if you see, it is ending up to what? Auma Maliam. That is in F6. Are we there? So in this case, having add now this, you'll say $F, the last one, which is 6. You see? Now you put your comma, you decide. If you go to descending, if you put 0, it means you're starting from the highest total marks, which should be ranked position 1. But if you put 1, you'll be more like saying you're starting from the worst person. But in this case, we rank the best. So therefore, I'm putting what? 0. After that, I close my bracket. Having closed, just pressed enter. Now you see that one is already in position 4. ICT simplified it. You don't repeat for the second, the third one. What if you have now 100 students or pupils? What you do? Just come and have your cross here. Double click. Everything comes, or you scroll it down. Now you can see who is in position 4, position 1, position what. Very good. As simple as that. Now the next thing that we do here is to comment. Promoted to this, promoted to this, instead of just doing it randomly. Now you plan on what you're supposed to do. You use another function. We're calling it as a if function. Pressing the equal sign, you say what? If, open the bracket. If what is what? If now this F2 is greater than or equals to, maybe is greater than or equals to 220. That is if you want your thing to be like that. Depends on where you want to pass your student. If this is this, then you say promoted to P6. Yes. Now you can see in if function, if you want to use the logical test, what you're bringing is here. The value, if true, should be promoted to senior 6. Another what? Not senior 6, but P6. Another comma, if it is false. So if it is not like that, therefore should what? Repeat. Should repeat. Repeat P what? 5. That is what you have. Put your sign, close even your bracket. After closing it, you close it very well. Yes, then you press enter. Now you see. Now what to do, just come here, bring all of this down. You can see who is promoted and who is repeating. So from here, see now what is happening. I now improve on what I have. Let me say I want to highlight all this to be seen very well. You can now see the names, the subject, total marks, average marks, position, and comments. You see, you will have simplified your work by doing that only. Therefore, you can prepare a report card using this simple knowledge that I've given. Thank you so much. But subscribe to see more that will come. Up next, errors in Excel. Thank you so much.